Okay, let's try our keep change flip that we learned. So 5/9 divided by 2/3. So really I'm going to put keep change flip. Okay, here's my new problem. Now I know how to multiply fractions. I just multiply across the numerators and I multiply across the denominators. All right, so let's see. We are going to do 5 times 3 is 15. 9 times 2 is 18. And I can already tell by looking at both of these, because they're smaller numbers, that I can divide them both by 3. 15 divided by 3 is 5. 18 divided by 3 is 6. Now, both of these are positive, so my answer is just 5/6 positive. All right, this started us off with kind of a small one. Let's try this one. We converted our mixed number into an improper fraction. Now we need to do keep, change, flip. So -8, keep, and then change the division to multiplication, and then flip the 9/4 to 4/9. Now, I wonder if you remember in one of our previous lessons, I talked about every number in the world that is just a whole number like this has an invisible fraction bar with a 1 underneath. So that's how we can turn this 8 into a fraction to work with our problem. So -8 times 4. So I'm already going to put my negative over here because I know that it's going to be negative. A negative times a positive, or a negative divided by a positive. One negative is an odd number, so it's going to be odd. So 8 times 4, that's 32 over, and then 1 times 9 is 9. Okay, now, this is an improper fraction, isn't it? I'm going to turn it back into a mixed number. So how many 9s can I take out of 32? Let's count by 9s. 9, 18, 27. Oh, that's as far as I can go. So 3. I'm at 27. How many are left if I did 32 minus 27? 32 minus 27 is 5. And then 9ths. Okay, so my answer is -3 and 5/9 because I cannot simplify 5/9 anymore. All right, let's look at number 3. Number 3, we had to change both of these into improper fractions. So, and look at that, it's 2 negatives together. So I can just get rid of those negatives and it's just going to be positive as my answer, because 2 negatives is an even number of negatives. 3 times 3 is 9. Plus 2 is 11/3, right? Now I'm going to change the division to multiplication, and then I'm going to flip this, but let's see what it is. 1 times 2 is 2, plus 1 is 3. So really, that should be, let's see, so 11/3 divided by, this is 3/2, but we're flipping it, so it's going to be 2/3. So instead of 3/2, we flipped it. Keep, change, flip. 11 times 2 is 22. And remember, those are negatives, but now it turns to a positive because once we multiply them together. And 3 times 3 is 9. I want you to also keep in mind that this negative is in front of the entire fraction. It's not just in front of a specific number like the 2 or the 3. It's in front of the entire fraction because this fraction is a number on a number line. So it's not like you're doing a -11 and a -3. No, it's -11/3, -2/3, okay? Now let's turn this one back into a mixed number. We'll convert it. So how many 9s can I get in 22? 9, 18, only 2, so that's my whole. If I took 18 away from 22, I'd have 4 left over out of the 9, and I cannot simplify it anymore, so my answer is just 2 and 4/9. Okay, don't forget to do your reflection and then get going on your practice.